Hi, I'm Nona. In the last presentation, we talked about registration and its exception. This time, I would like to talk about logging a user to the app which is using Firebase authentication. After a user registered on the app, she or he could log in, but what if the user put a wrong email address, which should be unique? As you can see, the error message pops up and it doesn't go through the app. So what if the user put a wrong password? Again, we get an error message and it doesn't go through the app. So now I try with the correct email address and password. It connects user to the home page. And now I ask Aaron to talk about what he has done for this sprint.
So primarily for this sprint, I did the front end for the app and as well as doing content as page. So in the bottom navigation bar, there's 5 primary pages. The first one is search. Here you'll see a few edit text windows and a drop-down menu for the categories. Then once you select the user selects a category and you press search, it will show a result. On the favorite page, this just shows a list of the post adapters that Nathan will talk about later. On the home page, it's very similar to the favorite page, except that it's every post in the inner database. On the post page, like the search page, there's a few edit text windows as well as a spinner or a drop-down menu for the category. And lastly, on the profile page, this will contain a list of all the users' previous posts. Now London is going to be talking about the post page.
Hello. So for this sprint, I worked on the back end for the post form page. And as you can see, there's 5 fields for the users to enter information and 2 buttons on the bottom where on accept, it will check for it will validate for the user's information inserted. And then the X is to exit out of the post form. Now we're going to start off by entering fields into the post form, but we're going to leave one out and check for city, state, title, and description. So we're going to start off and leave city blank, and we're going to enter a state. Next off is insert a category. So we're going to select category. Oh. Then enter a title. And now we're going to give it a description. And now, as you can see, on pressing the check, it's going to give us an error letting us know that one or more fields are missing. Now we'll go back and enter something for the city, but omit Pennsylvania. Now we're going to add the state back, but omit the title. And lastly, we're going to add a title and omit the description. Okay. Now, if we had entered a description and then press the check button, what will happen is the post form will be added to the database, and it will redirect us to the profile page. And now off to whoever's next. As you can see, it's right there at the bottom.
All right. So, hi. What last sprint what I showed to you was the skeleton of the home page and the favorites page. We didn't have one solid reusable UI element, but after this sprint, I developed a post adapter, which essentially acts as a UI element that can be repeated and using a recycler view layout. So the recycler view takes in this post adapter, which is this box right here. And the box contains the title of the post, the category, the location, the post itself or the description, and author and the date. So the post adapter takes information from a post object created within the class, and that post object gets its information from the post DAO, which makes contact with the database. Also, as you can see, there's a heart button in the top right of the post adapter. And once that's clicked, that post will be appended to the user's favorite list, which is displayed to them in the favorite page. Favorite page itself is fairly similar to the home page in that it's composed of a recycler view and post adapters, which are these boxes that you see. So once the user favorites a post, they can come back to their favorite page and it'll have them listed out for them, containing all the information that the posts should contain. That is all in terms of the front end and back end of favorite and home page. So I'm going to pass it off to Nona, who will show you the search activity.
Okay, so search is based on city and state, but user also could choose the category. First, if user doesn't fill boxes, what would happen? It pops up a message, some information is missing. Now I would like to try the city that doesn't have any post. So what would be the result? There is no post for this given criteria. So what is the result if the user search a city and state with doesn't specifying any category? So I would like to try the city that we just added to the database to show the result. And I don't specify any category, so it shows two results. One is about the museum and the other one is about the Lola restaurant that we just added to the database. So what if the user specify the category, like for example, choose the museum? What would be the result? It shows only the result for the museum in that specific city. So now Aaron will talk about a profile page, I think, yeah.
So on the profile page, as you can see, the new post Lola got added to the bottom of the list. Eventually we'll work in where you can delete your previous posts, but that's for the next sprint. In the top right of the stream, there's a settings button. Here there's two options. The first is contact us here and log out, but the contact us button brings us to another page that the user can enter in a subject and then a message. Then upon hitting send message, the backend is using a Gmail plugin, so it will prompt a option for you to use your Gmail. And since we logged in with our email already, it recognizes that and will use that email. And then the application saves your message and your subject and copies it into this window. Then upon hitting send, it will send an email to, right now it's my email, but eventually it will be the ShareYourTrip email. Lastly, on the settings page is a logout button that will bring the user back to the login screen. I think we're good.
Yeah, you can stop the recording.
Gotcha.